Nice. Hey, it just came back from the theaters. Just finished watching the amazing Digital Circus Last Act. I am keeping this ticket forever. Start doing that, keeping tickets for movies I go to. Because usually if I'm gonna go to a movie, because I really want to. Okay, gonna be spoilers. I'm just like say everything what I feel. Just gonna say how I feel about everything off the bat because it's gonna be hard to talk about this without spoilers. But might just be a me thing, but I wish I cried. Like, I definitely felt the emotion. I definitely really felt the emotion of the film. Like, it had me going back and forth on everything. Like, it's ridiculous. And it's just like, oh my god. How do I even explain it? Well, I guess to start out, again, I'm just say spoilers right off the bat because it's just hard to explain this without spoilers. After Kane dies, King reveals that they are just brain scans, which isn't a surprise if you saw the last episode, or at the very least, just like the end of the last episode. Yeah, so the end of the last episode. The reveal wasn't as like heart-pounding as I thought. I mean, granted, we knew, but I kind of expected the characters to have a more bigger shock about it. But at the same time, I also kind of didn't expect them to have such a big shock about it. I mean, they already said that they lived in the circus for years, so the chances that they had a physical body in the real world that was still attached to the headset was very slim. Would have been malnourished and everything. But it turns out it wasn't that. Still, the reveal hits them hard, and it gets to Jax really bad. Again, spoilers. So time goes on, they adjust, they try to, and Jax just can't take it anymore, and he abstracts. But it's not a big, dramatic thing like you'd expect. It just happens kind of sort of casually. We just hear Pomni talking from a future perspective about how she would have tried more. And then we see Jax in the broken down and gray circus in his abstracted form. And I'm just like, dang, he gave up that easy? Although the film didn't tease it, I thought it was kind of like a fake out moment, but no, they just went ahead and went through with that. He's abstracted. Also, something interesting is that I think there's like a common form that all abstracted characters take, which is more animalistic. It's not like unique. There's not like a unique form for each person that abstracted, which I thought was kind of interesting. What else? Well, it's just a lot of characters consoling each other, trying to figure out what to do next now that they know everything is fake, and they seem to manage pretty well. I thought Kinger was gonna die at some point, especially in the beginning, but that didn't happen. I was like on the edge of my seat when I think Jax had shoved him in the beginning, thinking, "Oh my god, is he gonna die? Is he gonna die?" Like, but no, he didn't die. It's all good. What else? That's another big one. Kane didn't die. He must have caught himself or something before he was deleted. Yeah, he must have caught himself for something before he was deleted. Because he just... How do I explain it? Oh, well, I guess... No, yeah. He said that they tried to delete him, which implies that it didn't fully work, and he was just in the void. I assume it kind of works like how when you delete an item, it doesn't actually go away forever, it just goes to the trash, and then you make it go away forever. I guess they didn't do that second step. Or I don't know, the computers that they used were pretty old, so I don't know if that was a thing for computers like that back then. Okay, mind you, I'm like a passive fan of the show. Like, I see a few episodes here and there, but I never participated in any real discourse. I watch a few interesting theory videos because I'm just kind of intrigued by the idea of them all being in a digital world. And, well, it still hit pretty hard for me. And I had rewatched a few episodes beforehand, and oh my gosh, now that I'm in the workforce, oh my god, it is so funny seeing Gango work at McDonald's. Granted, I'm not a boss, but I get the idea of just having to deal with annoying customers. That's just that. What else happened in the movie? Oh my gosh, we get so many conversation scenes between Ribbit and Jax. It also didn't end in the way I thought it would. I thought it would like end like after Ribbit. No, I thought it would end after Kaufman was extracted, because then that leads up to the current point. But it kind of did, but it goes a bit further, as well we see Jax meet Omni in the flashbacks, his own perspective of the flashbacks in this abstracted form that we visit. Speaking of which, oh my god. Side tangent. His inner mind, if you ever played Psychonauts, you'll understand what I mean. But if you played Psychonauts, oh my god. It looks straight up like a mind from Psychonauts. Like, it was so creatively interpreted. Like, all these doors representing different parts of his personality and minds. Like, oh my god, it was so like interesting. I straight up like whispered to myself, oh my gosh, it's like Psychonauts. Granted, anyone can just do like a chalkboard drawing, and it looks like a figment from Psychonauts, but this parallels seem way too convenient. I also thought they were gonna try and change him back. Oh yeah, he stays abstracted the whole film. There's no changing back or anything, but it's not impossible. Now, they don't put too fine a point on it, but they don't put too fine a point on it. Like, there might be some leeway if you look in between the lines, but they seem pretty concrete that you can't come back from abstract. That's just something that just can't be undone. But then again, if you saw the movie, you can see that if you saw the movie, you can definitely tell there was probably a little bit of leeway, because after the whole figuring out Kane is still alive, I thought they were going to try and change all the other people that abstracted back, so they can all view their lives once more. Which, oh my god, something else too. Okay, the final part of the movie. This film feels like it has some ending fake outs, but this is the final part. The final part of the movie, we see all the characters look at their real world selves through the internet, and seeing that they're still continuing, which proves the idea that they didn't die when they put on the headset. They just put it on, scanned it, and then you just got left alone. Also, the people that got their brains scanned, they never came back to see them, which, I mean, makes sense. They probably just saw like an abandoned building, thought it was weird, and just went away. But actually, that's not an important point. I don't know why it's not an important point. I don't know why I brought that up. But I just thought it was kind of interesting. Oh yeah, they also use real world footage for that too. It's not animated or anything. I thought that gave it a bit more of a grovel to it, if that makes sense. Real tangible feel there. If you don't cry watching this film, at least you're gonna do is like you're gonna feel the weight. Like, you're gonna feel the weight in your heart. Also, if you're lucky enough to have this screening somewhere near you, don't pick the front seats. Now, I adjusted so it wasn't that bad, but I was an idiot. I didn't see that. I didn't see that all the other ones were filled. I wasn't paying attention to where the screen was on the seat selection. So yeah, don't be an idiot. You get back seats when you can. Stuff should start opening up soon. This may have been the first day it was out, but yeah, maybe the first day it was out, so it should ease on later. I am so glad my theater was also like packed with people like around the age of people that like the show. I thought it was gonna be like a few kids here. Granted, they were, but the ones I saw, they were with their parents. So I guess they watched the show with them, so they kind of understand the gravity of it, which I think is really nice. I always thought this just appealed to younger adults, teens, but I thought it was interesting how some kid watched it. And granted, you may not have fully understood it, so okay, I might need to do a more coherent one. I don't think I'm gonna write a scripted one. I'm just saying everything that's on my life. It's just a lot. That's all it is. It's just a lot. Like, consoling, trying to figure out a way to continue living your life when you know it's all pointless. But it's not all pointless, because you have people that matter to each other. you matter to other people. Even if it's not real, it's real. And even if it's not real, it's still real in a sense. You kind of get that. Oh, look, we have a visitor. I don't know if the lights are going to show it. Yeah, let me get the lights on. It's a big toad. Hey, get over here. Hey, Oreo. And you, Oreo. It's my neighbor's cat, but he kind of likes me. Kind of. Yeah, this film is just heavy. I'm not cutting what I'm saying right now. I'm just gonna upload it. It's been a while since I uploaded anything. Hey, get over here. What's wrong with you? You really trust me? You're a bad celebrity. All right. Yeah, it's just really nice. Bravo to the team. They did an amazing job. Oh, okay. So when Ribbit, oh my gosh, when Jax and Ribbit have fought, oh my god, they fought over the stupidest thing. It's kind of funny. It's also kind of sad, but at the same time, it's reasonable because any person would do this. But they fought over the stupidest reason. Like, Jax opened up, but Ribbit didn't do anything wrong to make Jax feel bad. He was just embarrassed, and that was it. That's all that drove them apart. I mean, it's reasonable, so. It's reasonable. I just thought it would be a bit more dramatic, but it worked. I don't know. That's that. I may or may not write something about this. Hope you enjoyed whatever this was.